As I mentioned earlier in the program, gentlemen I met when I came to Colorado, boy, back in 2003. I think I met John right about that time, but former superstar hot dog skier. How's that sound? It's hot dog bump fiend or whatever you want to call it. But also not a bad television and film producer. Also, I did the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, which aired on Altitude with John some years ago. Just a great guy to work with, and a guy that really knows the industry. And, many people have come and gone in the industry that John and I perform in. By the way, Race Central is the longest-running motorsports television show on TV. But, John, it's great to have you on the program. You're a car guy. We do some stuff with the pro players. But it was really good to catch up with you today and talk about our new projects. But how the hell are you, brother?
I'm doing great.
It's good to see you.
Great.
Yeah.
Beautiful Colorado. Couldn't ask for a better day talking about cars.
Yeah, it's and so catch me up with the Cars Remember When car show a week ago, because you kind of looked at me like, holy cow, and maybe third time's the charm. But talk to us about the car show last Sunday that you attended at Cars Remember When.
I got Cars Remember When. They put on a great car show last Saturday. Sunday.
It was Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, on South Datura. We were just expecting, maybe 50, 60 cars at the most. I mean, there was well over 100, I'm going to say. Awesome show. Great selection. Cars Remember When, I assume, specializes now in the muscle car genre, and there was tons of them out there. There was a lot of other types of vehicles as well, but I thought the crowd was extremely diverse. Typically, we go to these car shows and we see people kind of camping out with their lawn chairs and having a little picnic for the day, but this was vibrant. A lot of people milling about. As I said, there was young and old. A lot of kids really getting to see these awesome, incredible pieces of history at this point. And that's exactly what Car Show Network is all about. I heard you mention just a few minutes ago, there's car shows every direction that you go. Left, right, up or down. There's a car show everywhere, every weekend. And this beautiful time of the year here in Colorado, I mean, make sure you have your Claritin with you, but everything is the weather is great. It's been pretty hot lately, and we're literally on tarmacs. And like when you and I were having coffee this afternoon, we saw that one Warbird heading out to Jeffco for this weekend's big car show event. But what strikes me about cars and the enthusiasts that are part of these car shows is it truly is a network, and everybody at car shows knows of somebody like my good buddy Bruce Sandberg out in Aurora, who restored a beautiful 69 Mach 1 Mustang 302. I mean, just a beautiful car. Now, anyone can go out to a place like Cars Remember When, buy a car that's already been fixed up and, cruise on down to a car show and enter it. But with Car Show Network and carshownetwork.com, we're trying to drill in to the people that truly have been pursuing a car. For example, I drove a 68 Plymouth Barracuda convertible all through high school.
God.
I have been pursuing that exact same car because we've all had that moment where we said, what were we thinking when we sold that car?
Oh, I know. Everybody's got a story.
Yeah, every car has a story. And with the Car Show Network and our website, we're trying to generate user content and try to get people, they're at car shows. We can't be at every car show, but everybody is there with their little iPhone, their little Android device, and they all have cameras on them, and good cameras. So we ask that when you're at a car show and you see an awesome car, pull out your phone and try to, capture that car in under a minute or two, which is pretty hard to do. But what we like to do at the bigger shows, like the Concours d'Elegance, the Morgan Adams, the Telluride Cars and Colors Festival.
Yes, that's a great one.
Oh, incredible. We like to go to those shows with our camera crew, and I have to give an incredible shout-out to my staff at JSP Broadcast, Tom Schaefer, our incredible editor, Doug Darling does our marketing and, is constantly banging on doors. We're very lucky right now that my son, also the host of Colorado Prep Spotlight, which airs on Altitude Sports, which has been one of our biggest partners and allies throughout, our entire JSP broadcast career. Couldn't have done it without Tom, with my son Phil, Doug Darling, and then there's countless of other folks. Gary Adler, you mentioned, from Pro Players, yourself. I mean, we just have so many friends out there. And I got to say, it's truly a network of people, a network of friends and family. And if you don't have something to do, which most people have so many things to do, you just go on the internet and just type in car show. And like you said earlier,
geez.
a million of them are just going to pop up. They're everywhere that every direction that you go, there's pop-up car shows, there's cruises, there's all kinds of stuff. And, I started out as a TV broadcaster. I still am. We still are. But I saw a niche. I saw something there. And, I think we put our first car-related projects together about 10, 11 years ago. And we've got a decent presence of that. And, of course, you and I did the Pikes Peak Hill Climb.
I got to ask you about that. I got to cut you off for a second. How?
Yeah.
Because we talked about it today. What a epic and a cluster beep it can be to do that. And I remember that weekend we had the trailer there and everybody on walkies. And I mean, just that is just one huge deal to take on. I hosted it. You put it together. We aired it on Altitude. I mean, that was, and John, we got about 2 minutes, so we got to kind of wrap it up here. But that was just an epic event.
Well, you know what? We had our eyes on the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. We produced 4 or 5 of them, I believe. Starting to get everything starts running into each other. But yes, that was an incredible event. 12.42 miles. You got to start, a middle, and an end. And we had about 20 cameras, a helicopter that follows the action up and down. But to us, it was so important that we were there the year that they cracked the 10-minute mark.
Yes, that's right.
Monster, Tajima, and we have a DVD, and that's available through the carshownetwork.com. I can make it available through Race Central as well. And to me, that was the whole event. Once it hit that 10-minute mark, and they beat that mark, rather, and they paved that highway, well, it opened up the doors for literally a Formula One or IndyCar could go up there and compete now. So it's a little bit of a different race, but what an incredible spectacle. What a backdrop. Pikes Peak is just one of the most phenomenal places on the earth. And yes, well, our friends down at the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, I hope maybe they hear this. And unfortunate things happened this year, but it's a network. It's a network of friends, family, enthusiasts. And the Car Show Network, we plan on being around for quite a while.
Hey, Johnny, we got about 30 seconds left, so real quick, it's carshownetwork.com. Can people just take short videos and upload them to your website at carshownetwork.com?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And we are preparing the website to be able to receive as much user-generated content as possible.
Good stuff.
In fact, that's what we think is the future, and that's why you and I are going to be promoting each other, and just lots of stuff to happen in the future. The show is, as a television show concept, is under an option deal right now.
Hey, John, I got 20 seconds. I'm gonna say goodbye to you. We're gonna let you go, as we say in the radio business, because I got 20 seconds left. I got to hit my hard break. It's CarShowNetwork.com. It's John Sandy right there. We'll be doing a lot more stuff, so keep it tuned to RaceCentralMedia.com, this station, and Race Central TV. John, thanks so much for joining us. I got to say goodbye, and I'll see you real soon.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. Kurt, thanks for having CarShowNetwork.com on your show.
There he goes, John Sandy right there. It's RaceCentralMedia.com, CentralMedia.com.